Kansas City first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts, passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Complete to Hilton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
That's going to be a long day. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, Hines. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Check one. Fresno. Alert 3.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
We're back now in KC. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. And the blitz does come. That'll be caught by Rodgers. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Here we go. 15 running. 15 running. Double dog. That's the way.
To throw, Brissett. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal, a sack on 3rd and goal, now brings up a decision on 4th down.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st downs. And the goal? End the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They go play action with Brissett, rolling to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Chris Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Now Brissett on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to throw. And the catch made by Hilton. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Brissett now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's got it to Hilton. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Brissett. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. One receiver left is Hilton. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal.
Check 50. Check 50.
They'll look to throw. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now, have the momentum, go ahead and get it done.
At home, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And some room to run now. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days,